Welcome to the Baltic eSports League Season 1, Week 4. My name's Dirk Danger, together with me is Cookie. So how are you doing, Cookie?
Well, I'm doing good. Can't say anything bad. Have been climbing the solo queue ladder this time. Like Friday, I had some free time, so I could climb a bit and watch the games as well on my second screen. So it was fun match. I love to see how Vegan Unit 4 played against Iron Wolves. At least the first game, we could see that, as they said that they were like a year ago that they were one of the best teams in the Baltics. In the first game, we could kind of see that against Iron Wolves. That is right now, I would say, the best team in Baltics. So maybe they'll be really good and make it to the top 4, but most likely not.
Well, yeah, they've been playing better and better each week, so we'll see them today. But yeah, now is the week 4 out of 9 weeks, after which the top 4 teams will go to the Hypertown Riga Expo to fight out in the finals.
Yeah, for the grand prize.
And still, till the next Monday, if I'm not mistaken, you can get early bird tickets for the Hypertown Riga Expo, and the link should be in the description below.
Yes. So let's get into the stream and let's check this week's schedule. Or standings, I mean. Let's check the standings at first. And we have Imantas 5, first place from the second week. And Keep Yourself Alive is second. Iron Wolves is third. And Team Conflict Gaming is fourth.
So starting from, there are a lot of tight scores, I would say. So yeah, starting from 5th place, we get NACL, Public Enemy sharing the 5th and 6th place. And then with the 2-4 score, we get Falcon eSports, Vegan Unit 4, and Team Solo Mata. And closing out the list, there's Surreal Gaming. So yeah, after each week, we'll be able to more accurately say where all the teams are, since they still have a lot of games to play. 5 more games, that's a lot.
Yeah,
or maybe 6.
Yeah, well, this is week 4.
Yeah, 6 more games.
Yeah, 6 more games, but yeah, that's 6 more, and yeah. And right now the standings do look, Imants 5 right now are undefeated. I think that this will change this week, if we can get into week's schedule.
And yeah, starting out this week, today we'll have Team Conflict Gaming versus Team Solomata, after which we'll Keep Yourself Alive, fight it out versus Vegan Unit 4.
Yeah, and then we'll see on Thursday, Surreal Gaming versus Falcon eSports, and on Friday, the Axe Day, we'll see Public Enemy versus NACL and Imantas 5 versus Iron Wolves. Yeah, Imantas 5 versus Iron Wolves, the match of the week. That's going to be a tense series, an intense series. And yeah, both teams really strong right now, are in the top of the standings, and both teams have highly ranked solo queue players, mechanically skilled. I feel like it's going to be of which team can play the better team game, and it won't be as much on solo players.
And yeah, well, maybe it will, since both teams have pretty strong solo players as well. But yeah, today we are going to have 2 matches: Team Conflict Gaming versus
Team Conflict Gaming versus Team Solo Mata.
And Vegan Unit 4 versus Keep Yourself Alive. So it's going to be pretty interesting, especially the first game. And the first match of the day is going to be Team Conflict Gaming versus Team Solo Mata. And well, what do you think about this matchup? We get Team Conflict Gaming, which are 4-2 right now. They have showed pretty good results. I would say they're like Imantas 5 Lite.
Yeah.
As they're playing similar playstyle, they have similarly skilled players, but something is lacking in them so far.
Yeah, and Team Solomata now, they had a pretty rough start to the season, but I feel like every week they're getting a lot better by every week. And today for Team Solomata there is going to be a substitute. In Roper 6th place there is going to be Helvis, and that is going to up the team, that's going to make Team Solomata so much better. and that will just allow them another like lane that they can camp and let Helvis try and carry, because if you give him a lot of resources, he's just a beast in the bot lane. I think the most high-ranked ADC the most high-ranked Latvian player right now, I feel like, and yeah, he came in to help out Team Salmata to help them get to the finals, and I think it's a big upgrade. And I would say that Team Salmata is going to win this matchup 2-0 this time. They've been winning since they started winning. But I'd say today is going to be a 2-0.
Well, I don't know about 2-0. They will take at least one game since they haven't practiced too much with the new AD carry. But at the same time, I think that they have pretty balanced roles right now. Since Rouge in the top lane doesn't really need help, at least didn't need help so far. He could live on an island. And then, bot lane previously wasn't bad, and now they got an upgrade. So maybe Mati will just play around mid lane and help out there, because that could be the only lane which doesn't win by default.
Yeah, well, I know that Helvis and Capsy, the bot lane for Team Salmat, have played a lot together. They know the ins and outs of each other. And as well as Mata has played with both of them, so I think he will fit in the team nicely. There won't be too much like that they have to get used to. They have played together for a long time, but yeah. And but Team Confirm Gaming, Onyos has been playing out of his mind. I think he has all the series that they've won, he's played so well. Well, yeah, with the Ornn, we saw it in the highlights play actually of last week is on the YouTube channel, so you can check that out, just a side thing. And on that highlights play, we saw that Ornn had a 5-man ult with the ultimate, so he's been playing really well with the team. So Spojais also has been playing out of his mind. I haven't seen the Spojais play this well. This is the best Spojais I've seen ever. And yeah, Kleidex and Riffle both complement each other pretty well in their playstyles, and yeah, Kleidex, you can't count him out at any times. He's played against Zizga and Helvis a lot, so he has some experience in how to play against him. So maybe Team Confirm Gaming can come in and win this this game as well. And if they do, then they are going to be one of the they will have a high chance of being the 4th team that is going to go to the finals.
Well, yeah, maybe. We'll have to see, though, because in the 4th team, there's going to be a lot of competition.
Yeah.
If this is week 4, if you're taking in account that probably, most likely, Iron Wolves, Keep Yourself Alive, and Imantis 5 will go to the land. But, well, a lot more weeks to play out. Maybe some teams will get better. Maybe they will get worse. No one can know that.
Maybe month 5 will just start throwing every single game.
Yeah, so anything could happen. Maybe we're going to have like 4 Latvian teams in LAN. Maybe no Latvian teams in LAN. So
maybe Vegan Unit 4 can slide back get into the 1st place, because they have been playing really well these couple of weeks. They have lost some games against, I would say, the weaker teams in the league, but still against Iron Wolves in the first game they had a strong showing. And I think that Vegan Unit 4 really know how to exploit mistakes that people make. Against Real Gaming, we saw that every time that Real Gaming made a mistake, Vegan Unit 4 were able to punish that. Well, and this time, Team Salmata, I'd say, is more of a team fighting. Guys, I don't know how Helvis will, when Helvis comes in, how is that going to affect the team comp as much? Usually they play like the Galio Azir mid lane, and then a tank or Gangplank in the top lane, and then in the jungle they play like something like Sejuani and Zac. Sometimes Mata can come out with Kha'Zix or champions like that, and then yeah, Helvis plays a lot of carry champions and a lot of mechanically intense champions, and Capsy usually plays anything that he wants to play. Saw him bring out the brand support. We saw him pick up the Ardent sensor supports.
Well, his Zillion has still yet to be seen.
Yeah,
it's been banned so far, so it's going to be pretty hype. And well, it seems like that all the players are ready. So we are going to go into the Champs League pretty soon.
Yeah.
Till then, well, so you think the Team Solomon is going to go 2-0 in this one?
Yeah, I have a strong feeling that Team Solana is just going to wreck Team Coin for Gaming these two games. But it's hard to say because I'd say that the bot lane goes to Team Solomon. I think that Team Solomon has a stronger bot lane, while I'd give Team Coin for Gaming the mid lane. I think the Sporja has been playing really well, and Albites hasn't been playing as well right now. But then again, in the jungle, I'd say that Mata is a better player, and in top lane, I would say it's kind of even.
And yeah, we are in the champion select already, and the first couple of bans are Aurelion Sol still permabanned against Always. Then we see a Nivea ban, so maybe they don't want Spurs to play that because well, playing against the Nivea is pretty rough. Faker played it yesterday.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the new trend with the new items, and Nivea has been pretty strong. And Olaf banned, so doesn't want Matt to be on that, but as we remember last week, Olaf was left open one game. Matt didn't even go for it. He went for the Kazakhs.
Yeah, well, I think that they thought that if Anivia gets banned, that means that Matt wants to play the Olaf, and so that they just banned it out so that because Anivia is one of the counters against Olaf, and Zaya banned out, so they Team Config Gaming won't be able to first pick that. And GP taken away from Rouge.
And yeah, since Onions likes to play a lot of tank champions in top lane, it's pretty smart to ban out the GP. Pretty hard to play against it. Nothing really you can do to stop GP from farming in the early game. So yeah, we're probably going to see Ornn or Sion from Onions and the Camille ban. So Sion's open. What do you think? What are they going to go for?
I think that Ornn. I think that Onions is really comfortable on the Ornn, and we've seen a lot of great plays from him on the Ornn pick. So that might come out, and most likely then Rouge will answer that with Sion to help him out. Karen Howard.
And well, maybe that is a placeholder, probably.
Hopefully. Maybe.
And that is Caitlyn's first pick for Team Conflict Gaming, and previously Caitlyn was banned against Klydex in the bot lane, Putinch.
Yes.
And yeah, well, picking up the strong laning phase AD carry.
Yeah, to help out.
And yeah, it seems like it could be a siege camp already by the first pick.
Yeah, and Morgana, we saw Morgana was picked. Yeah, Team Falcon eSports versus Team Conflict Gaming. Morgana was picked as a counter for Caitlyn to help out against the push, so that Caitlyn can provide. And the Sion picked up as well. So right now, Ornn is still open. They haven't picked that. I think that if Team Config Gaming won't pick it right now, then it's going to get banned, most likely.
Well, what I want to see is Kaiser finally in the real light. We had one Kaiser in BSL already. Klydex played it.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad, but yeah, already Team Comp's looking pretty scary with Caitlyn and Azir and Zac. So if I was Team Somad, I would probably pick up, in the AD carry position at least, pick up Sivir or Ashe. That's like perfect versus Caitlyn. But yeah, Galio is still open. Maybe always will go for the Galio.
And the Volibear is open for the jungle, for Mata. We saw in NALCS.
But that is the Johnny.
Ah, damn. Unlucky. I wanted to see Volibear because we saw it picked against Zac, and the new E that he has, that just has a little bit of knockback, and it was used to cancel the Zac's engage with that. So I'm sad that we can't see that champion come out. But at least something. Well, at least Mata picked up the Sejuani. He's been really strong on that champion. I think that all the times that he's played Sejuani, they've won. I don't remember what he played against Falcon eSports, but like when he played Kazakhs, he lost that game against Public Enemy. And I think that Sejuani is a really good pick, has a lot of pressure, especially in the mid game, has a lot of pressure, and tanky enough to just and a lot of CC. to help out the laners.
And yeah, we get Tristana, Ornn, and Braum bans. So still in the top lane, if Anyos wants to pick it up, there's Cho'Gath, which is quite good into Sion, outscale Sion any time of the day. And yeah, a big focus on the bot lane. So with the Caitlyn, what do you think? Which support's going to be well picked together with Caitlyn there?
With Caitlyn, it's hard to say. Riftwolf could play something like Wool. I know that he plays the Ardent Center champions, but most likely I'm going to say that it's going to be Alistar, but wait, no, there's Morgana, so Alistar might not come out.
And a Jhin pickup. Last week we saw great performances from
Public Enemy Day.
Public Enemy, yeah, with Jhin Alistar in specific, and there's the Cho'Gath hover. It's probably going to get locked in. They still need time to figure out what support to pick up.
Yeah,
but yeah, they could go for Alistar. They could go for Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench is...
Yeah, Tahm Kench. If Morgana lands the bind, then Tahm Kench can just eat it.
But it's like a slow lane to lose, so I don't know. We'll have to see. 10 more seconds, lock it in. And yeah, pretty good pickup with the Caitlyn and Janna. So we'll fight a double range matchup on the bot lane.
Yeah, well, it's a range versus range, yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see. Janna and Caitlyn got her like early damage got nerfed, and the Janna shield is the one thing that like negates that and helps out in the early game with that. And yeah, Caitlyn Janna is a really strong lane, a really good bully lane, and it's safe as well. So if Helvis won't be able to like get the snowball himself on the bot lane, he'll need the jungler's help. And most likely that's where Mata will go. If I remember correctly, I think that when we would play against Helvis and Mata would always like camp bot lane. I just remember that was their strat to camp bot lane. It was so frustrating to play against them.
I don't know. My experience is that usually the bot lane was left alone. No junglers went bot lane unless they really wanted to win games. Otherwise, it was like an ego matchup.
Oh.
So it was really fun.
Oh, I just remember that I would always get dived. Like they would get they would pick up Caitlyn for themselves because I used to one-trick Caitlyn, so they would just pick it for themselves. Then I would play like Varus. Then they would push me in all the time and then just dive me, and it was so annoying. I didn't enjoy that.
Yeah, that is how you play against them. It's pretty rough. But yeah, this could be pretty interesting because Jhin and Morgana is pretty nasty. If one of them lands their snare, well, for example, if Morgana lands their snare, then you're dead. You cannot move for
it's
2
so
years.
Much CC chain, and it's just easy for Varus to land all of his abilities, his ultimate, because of then you can just Morgana can ult while he's snared, and yeah, most likely that's a dead AD carry, a dead Caitlyn, and the push is going to be really well. I think that Jhin and Morgana are going to have an easier time pushing it early, and then in the mid game, well, not mid game, but mid laning phase, then Caitlyn will be able to start pushing back a bit because of the Janna and BF sword.
What I want to know is what item build will Helvis go to get through the Zac and Cho'Gath, because that's one thing which is pretty rough for Jins, is that if enemies pick a lot of tanks, your ult will deal no damage, no one goes lethality anymore.
Yeah.
And well, and otherwise your ult's just for zoning and CC.
But I can see a lot of pressure that is going to be put up on bot lane, the Taliyah mid, and the Sion top lane. We haven't seen, like we saw, I think one game we saw that Sion actually used his ultimate to roam bot side and use his ult ganks on the bot lane. But the rest of the times we usually haven't seen that. Sion always stays top lane. But the Taliyah, we saw Macro play a lot of, had a Taliyah game where he just roamed bot lane and gave Kaiser so much leads, and he was able to, well, they weren't able to win that game, but Macro did a lot. And this time I expect always to do the same. He's the guy that likes to play these roaming champions. He plays the Aurelion Sol, the Galio, the Taliyah, and enjoys to play Azir as well if it's open. But this time Sporges has picked it up, and Sporges has had a really good Azir. He played Azir against Falcon eSports, and like if he would have if there was a moment that he's going to die, he at least took one member with him, and so yeah, his Azir is nasty, and Clydex on the Caitlyn, Mao's favorite champion. I would say that Team Coin for Gaming have gotten their like comfort picks that they're really strong with, and while Team Solana have that roaming team fighty kind of team composition.
Well, I don't know. I think that even though it doesn't look like that, the most snowbally matchup in this particular game is going to be the top lane. There are two tanks, but if one of them gets an early lead, even a small one, they can like snowball it out of control. Because, well, if Sion gets a kill, then suddenly Cho'Gath will be behind till like, I don't know, 3-4 items. But if Cho'Gath gets a kill early, maybe a successful gank or something like that, then Cho'Gath will be able to dive Sion level 6. So I assume that the junglers will spend at least a minute or two in the early game going for the top lane. And the rest of the game is going to be all around the bot lane, probably.
Yeah, well, most likely, yeah. But right now, as the players are loading into the game, we are going to have a small pause, so don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with Team Solomata versus Team CoinFlip Gaming.
are in the game between Team Coinflip Gaming and Team Solo Mata. And well, yeah, Coinflip Gaming is going to be on the blue side, while Team Solo Mata on the red one. So far, we will see an invade or a defense invade, I don't know, from Coinflip Gaming. They are smelling something, and Team Solo Mata are going on the invade, all 5 members. So they're probably going to go around till they find them. They are on the ward, so they are seen, and it's going to be a fight. I smell a fight. All 5 members 5v5 on level 1, and here we go. Zach jumps into the Cho'Gath knock up, and well, it seems like that Sion's going to be first one fall. Spurges picks up that, and well, all members low. Kleidex get one, or does he? Double kill for Elvis, and well, what is happening? Spurges gets a double kill. What was that invade? That's 3 for 4, or is it? Yeah, it is 3 for 4, and triple kill for Elvis on level 1. Now that's going to be a lead already, starting with the pickaxe.
Yeah, and really, first time we saw the invade actually happening, and this is the Latvian special. I know that the Latvians always go for the invade. And then the National Baltic Elite Tournament, I just know that Falcon eSports lost because they invaded against Iron Wolves or Gameplay DNA, against GOEXANIMO. They invaded against GOEXANIMO, and then there was a 5v5 fight where GOEXANIMO won. And yeah, this is what happens when 2 Latvian teams meet. And already a big start for Elvis, getting that pickaxe. So he's going to be pretty happy about that one. Caitlyn did not pick up any kills for herself, so she won't have a too much big of a lead. Gets another potion for the lane. And Sejuani already coming bot side to gank.
And well, Wilmot, the binding lands on the Kleidex. He's going to fall there. He heals. And Elvis flashes. It's not enough to kill Kleidex. Kleidex, well, his potion is ticking, but will it be enough? 2 potions actually, so he will probably stay on lane, but he has to be more careful than that.
Yeah, almost dying to the gank. Mata knew that Caitlyn does not have the flash. Maybe they thought that she doesn't have heal, so they went back. Too bad that Helps had to use his flash.
Well, next binding on Ripwolf. It's not going to take a lot, but on the top side, actually, a pretty even invade rewards. 1 kill for each, and 2 assists for each. So that's a fair fight on the top lane. Now we see the Cho'Gath like warded a bit. Mata only now took his red buff, still level 2, so a little bit behind in the jungle.
Yeah, he just went for both of his buffs so that Gnomes would not be able to steal away the red buff, because Gnomes saw that Mata is bot side ganking. So Gnomes won't be able to pick up steal the red buff away, but he does have the level advantage. Mata, I guess, picked up red buff and is going to try and gank bot lane again, maybe? No, he will just full clear the jungle and get some gold that way.
And on top lane already, Sion pick, well, not Sion, but Cho'Gath pick working out, bullying out Sion a little bit, and it's not going to get easier for the Sion here.
Yeah, Cho'Gath can easily sustain the poke.
And well, Team Solo Mata goes through the tri-brush. He's sitting on a ward, will put out the pink and just wobble away.
Yeah, does not know where Zach is, so doesn't want to risk it as Rouge is pushed in. But actually, Cho'Gath right now does not have any mana for himself, so that is something that they could try and exploit. He does still have his summoner, so he will be able to flash away from a gank.
And on bot lane, both Ignites up. If one binding lands from Morgana, then the member is probably dead. Binding misses, so let's just wait for another one. And, well, Jin...
Zach is coming actually bot lane, is going to go in.
Jin will get collapsed and he has no flash. He gets knocked up. But Kleidex dies to Capsy. Now they tried to turn it around, but it's going to be 1 for 1 and, well, 2v3 kill for Team Solo Mata.
Yeah, we're able to just trade the AD carries. That's big, that's big. And if it would have happened some seconds later, then Helvis and the Capsy would have been able to just win that 2v3 because he would have had the heal back, and then he would just pick up the Janna And yeah, they would have kept snowballing the lane, but it did not work out as they wanted it to work out. So now they just trade the AD carries.
On the mid lane, quite quiet so far. Azure has the lead with the last chapter, so he'll be able to probably push in otherwise. We'll have to see that. Now top lane is both back. And well, the game has quieted down a little bit.
Yeah, the first Drake is going to be Mountain Drake. Both of the teams, I would say, wanted both teams wanted so that they can just pick up the objectives faster, a bit faster. Helvis now.
It seems like he's going for the Infinity Edge rush on the Jhin.
Oh, the bind lands. And
Sejuani
Sejuani also is coming bot side.
Sejuani is coming down, but she's running through the Tri-Brush. Probably will just take it and go away. She will get turned down, but well, nothing much happens there. Now, Zac hasn't had the biggest impact yet. He had the kill on the Jhin, but was a little bit sloppy there.
Yeah, but actually, Alves is always getting pushed in. Again, Spurger is just pushing in the wave. Should that happen all the time? Does that happen all the time?
Well, as I mentioned previously, Azure had the last chapter, so he has no mana issues, while Talia is just sitting on the blasting man. She cannot push in that fast. And well, Mata is still looking for something on bot lane now. Zac's there as well, so it's going to be a 3v3 on the bot lane. Kleidex flashes away, and well, Mata steps in the trap, misses the landing misses on the Kleidex, so it's going to be the end of it. But now maybe they're going for another round.
Yeah, they could try and dive this. Most likely not. Helvis has his heal, so if they need that, they can pick that up. Matt is going to try and steal the red buff away because he is one level higher, and bot side is pushed in. Spurgers could run. Oh, but they go for the dive.
And well, they go for dive. Kleidex has no flash. Teleport comes in from Anya's. Mati tries to run away. He has no flash as well. Teleport will get stopped, and well, a lot of action on the bot lane.
Yeah, Anya's had to use his TP to just make Team Salmata back off, but that just gives the Rouge the advantage. If they can make a play now with the Rouge teleport, then that will just give them so much. Yeah, they have this time window now that they have to execute, or there is going to be a win for Team Quantum Gaming.
And yeah, well, Kaleidix is getting collapsed on. He has the W, will get stunned by Sejuani. Maybe they'll get a double kill right there. Helvis with the 4th kill of the game onto Riftwolf.
Yeah, and you already can see why Team Salmanta picked up Helvis for themselves, being so strong right now.
30 CS ahead of the Caitlyn.
Yeah, and Caitlyn can't really do anything this lane. Because of the early invade, they managed to get some kills for themselves, and yeah, nothing that Kaleidix can do now. Right now, gank failed mid lane. Talia didn't have to use anything of her own, so that's a win for her. Gets the blue buff, so now she'll have an easier time pushing in the waves.
Well, it's going to be pretty rough already. If you look at the items for both AD carries, we have the pickaxe versus, well, Helvis should pick up the Infinity Edge already. 9 minutes in, it's going to be crazy.
In a gank on top lane, Sion does have his flash, so he just flashes out of the Zac ult, and Zac will be just able to revisit that lane, as it's going to be harder for Sion to escape it next time.
Well, but now I don't know if it's worth going to top lane. At this time of the game, Sion will not be able to like snowball the game. So maybe they should put all their eggs into the Azure basket.
And always now getting some deep vision, knowing that Zac is top lane, will not get collapsed on. Gets some deep vision, might look for almost like not wants to just push out the lane. And I expect that there's going to be a dive soon on the bot lane again. I think that they won't leave Kleidex alone now. They're just going to keep trying to kill him.
And it's pretty nasty being the Caitlyn in this situation. You cannot trade, you cannot wave clear fast enough to do anything, and well, it's probably going to be the first turret. Caitlyn gets binded, and combo on the Caitlyn. Caitlyn's just useless there. But Rift Wolf will try to help her with her ultimate. Now, they might get away from this. Always comes in with the ultimate. That's double kill for Always on the Taliyah, and well, first turret secured by Team Solomata.
Yeah, Team Solomata having the plays right from the start, getting that turret, and Onyas was not able to help out because he does not have the TP, and that's most likely is going to be the Earth Drake for Team Solomata as well, and bot lane most likely will go top lane and start pushing in that lane.
And it's going to be, yeah, pretty rough, especially with this lead and the Mountain Drake. They will be able to pick up the top turret, the Rift Herald, probably the mid lane as well, before the next back.
Yeah, and already a 3k gold lead for Team Solomata, and that Mountain Drake under their belt is going to be happy about that one. Team Coinflip Gaming, Rift Wolf already roaming topside, so it most likely will be Onyas and Rift Wolf trying to hold the lane against Helvis and Capsy.
And yeah, Clydex just needs some time, needs some items, at least to get to that static shift point, which he's like 2,000 behind.
Yeah, needs a bit of gold, yeah.
A bit of gold, and until then they shouldn't probably fight, and even after that, I don't know, they need to just get to the late game where Azir and Caitlyn both are super strong and be able to outplay Team Solomata in the team fights, which shouldn't be easy either.
Yeah, Clydex now has came top lane, so he will be the one trying to hold out the lane, but Cyan is top also, and he does have the ultimate, so they might try and engage on Caitlyn.
Cyan's looking for something. He's in position. Low start.
Yeah, is ready to go. Sporja is camping the bush, trying to catch out Taliyah. Taliyah will not try to go there, will not face check. And they are going to just reset and go to lane. And top side, yeah, Clydex just can't really do anything. Has to stand again under the turret.
Helvis bound call after the Infinity Edge, so looking pretty confident that he will get all the farm in the world. Clydex gets snared, and that's Rift Wolf. Just deleted over there. Zac jumps in and will be able to knock them both up. Helvis flashes away from the Zac ultimate, and well, Lil Gnom's going to be the next one falling.
Yeah, Helvis is just doing
a teleport
so
comes
much
in from Onyos, will get cancelled now. Lil Gnome gets out alive. But will Helvis seeks for blood, has the black shield on, but doesn't have the range. He's just a little bit too slow, and he gets the attack. Now flash binding from Capsy is going to miss. Clydex flashes out of it, and Helvis goes back in. Doesn't have mana for W, but yeah, that's going to be the third on the top lane, and pretty confident play from Team Solomata.
So much damage coming out from the Jhin. Got that 12-minute, 10-minute Infinity Edge, and the crits now doing so much damage. You can't really do anything about that. Pops everybody just wide open. Rift Wolf is level 6. He's not even level 8 yet. He hasn't gotten the experience he needs.
And well, Rift Wolf is looking for a flank, but he's alone there. He'll try to stop their backs. Now he should be careful. The binding misses. Now Rift Wolf runs away as the team doesn't follow up. He tried to bait it in, but Helvis and Capsy knows better of it.
Yeah, just fall back. They know that they can recall, have a lot of gold in the bank. 1.7k for Helvis to spend, gets the Zeal for himself.
And the boots.
And the boots. Oh, he goes for the Berserker boots.
Full on damage.
Yeah, and doesn't just feels has put on the carry pants, is ready to help Team Solomata get to the finals, maybe even.
It seems like he's boosting them.
Yeah, but it's interesting how much Team Solomata has paid Helvis to play with them, because I know that Falcon eSports wanted to pick up Helvis for themselves, but Helvis said that he's going to only play if there is a salary.
Well, maybe they have mouse pads or energy drinks.
Yeah, they have one. They have won some GOEXANIMO tournaments, so they do have something that they can give.
And well, Clydex getting caught out. The binding misses. That was totally wrong. But well, no escape for Clydex as the Rouge teleport comes in.
Yeah, and that's going to be Rift Herald.
And well, always low getting killed by Spurja. Spurja turns on Mata. Is looking for more. And well, Riffle comes in. Ardent Sensen not yet finished, but once it is, he'll be able to buff up not only the Caitlyn, but Azzy as well. Capsy is looking for something now. Lugno jumps right into the binding now. Everyone's on mid lane. Jin ultimate comes in. Curtain call hits 1, 2, 3, and the fourth shot kills Lil Nom. Now double kill for the Jin. And well, they will just take the mid lane turret. Now Elvis has the double buff, so he'll be able to push in pretty fast.
Yeah, Riffle just trying to bait away them from the turret, showing himself so that they would go for him. But oh no, the bind does not, the W does not land, so Riffle will not die this time.
Well, Elvis challenging the fate, just going 1v3. That's how he plays. It's pretty hard to read him because he always does that.
Yeah, so confident.
Regardless of if his team is not there, or well, maybe it is, then you decide to finally go in, and his team's right behind his back.
Yeah, but sometimes even if he's losing, like he's just going in, trying to get what he can. Yeah. But right now he's not doing too much damage.
Well, he's dealing quite enough of damage on the Anyas, but well, once Jin recalls, he'll be able to just pick off anyone by the rapid cannon.
Yeah.
Proc. If he even goes for that, maybe he'll go for something wacky.
Maybe he will pick up the
Phantom Dancer or the Hurricane.
Yes, the Hurricane.
I've played a lot of, not a lot of, but I used to play a bit of on-hit Jin jungle.
Yes.
It was my signature pick. I could win games with it, but it didn't really work. I don't know. The attack speed was lacking.
Yeah, that is something that you want with on-hit, is that you have a lot of attack speed under your belt.
But yeah, Team Solomanta picks up the Rift Herald. Now the next objective is probably going to be tier 2s on the mid lane. Maybe they'll just go for an inhibit. And Cloud Drake is up. Well, that could help, especially on Jin and Talia, as they have no mobility. A little bit of extra movement speed in combat will always help out.
Yeah, and if they have picked up the Celerity, rune, then that's just going to give them more damage when they have Cloud Drake. And yeah, right now, Team Conflict Gaming, it does seem pretty green for them. 6k gold behind Team Solomata. Sportrace, I would say, is the one that could try and carry this match out longer, to let Clydex get the items on Caitlyn, and then he would be able to start doing some damage.
Well, Sportrace could be the equalizer here. Already going in for 1v2 kills and well, getting them. So yeah, maybe he'll finish his second item and then it's going to be rough for them. He's he's going for the Nashers now, started with Luden's Echo. So the tier is stacking.
Yeah, but Team Solomata going for that like 1-3-1 composition. Talia going top lane, and well, this time Cyan I guess will go top lane. Talia is coming mid, but most likely will go bot. And yeah, just giving Jin as much resources as they can. But they might look for a fight mid lane now. They are ahead.
No, Zach is not charging yet, but he's in position to do so. Maybe they can get a magical engage there. Cho'Gath's not there yet, so they have to be careful.
Yeah, Sportrace does a lot.
Well, Elvis does a lot of damage. Goes in for the curtain call. It hits 2 on the Cho'Gath. It doesn't really count, but a fight on the side waves. Now Zach will get his passive pop. Rouge goes in with the unstoppable onslaught. Tries to go in, but they're getting really low. Team Conflict Gaming will turn this push as gets a kill. Everyone's super low now. The Shrimp Shuffle is not going to land on anyone. Anya's really low, still alive somehow. Elvis tries to finish them off, gets knocked up. Now Elvis will fall. Big shutdown for Anya's, and Elvis not able to do anything there. And a big overstep from Team Solamata.
Yeah, couldn't. Yeah, they just tried to fight in the jungle where Spojais has a lot of can deal a lot of damage because they were all clumped up, and with the soldiers he was able to deal damage to multiple targets at once. And Caitlyn was in a pretty safe position, couldn't really get to kill her. And yeah, Helvis most likely did not know that Onios still has his ultimate, and just and yeah, didn't expect him to eat Helvis. Helvis wanted to pick up Caitlyn there, but did not manage to do so, and a team fight won by Team Quantum Gaming, and that is something that they want to do. They want to win the team fights to and to scale a bit more to the late game.
Well, Helv's going for the double Zeal item Infinity Edge build on Jhin, probably looking to pick off the squishies on the Quantum Gaming side. And well, previous fight was not super successful for him. We'll have to see if he's able to exploit the enemies. And well, the next curtain call comes in. Rouge is only coming from the base. He's not going to be there in time now. A little poke from that curtain call is not going to do much, as their turret is trying to defend it. Now Zach jumps in. Helvis flashes away. Unstoppable onslaught only hitting a one. Now the turret has fallen, and Zach has fallen as well. Now Onios is binded. Helvis tries to kill him, but he has no damage on the Cho'Gath. Spojais turns around with the kill on the Capsy. Always gets the kill on the Spojais. And well, another nom from Onios onto Helvis. And well, that's the start of it. But Team Solamata wins the team fight. Always super low, but he's chasing down a Caitlyn. Caitlyn is still alive. And second turret on mid lane falls. They're going for the third one. They do not have the AD carry for the damage though.
Yeah, and they might just pick up the inhib turret and go back. I don't think that that the gnomes and the Putin show.
And Zach comes in, double knockup. We'll get another knockup. Now Gnomes is looking for something. We'll just get thrown away by the seismic show.
Yeah, was not able to do anything about that one. Now Team Solamata winning this fight. That's not something that Team Quantum Gaming want. We're able to pick up the turret, but this was actually, even though Team Solamata are so ahead, the team fights are so close.
Well, Jhin is so ahead.
Oh yeah.
Currently, he is 5k up on Caitlyn. There's like 2 items almost. So Jhin needs to invest into Last Whisper as soon as possible. Otherwise, well, I don't know. He has not been successful into one-shotting Azir or Caitlyn.
Yeah.
And it's not going to get easier now. Gnomes is looking for something. We'll just put a ward, pink ward spots it, and that's the end of it. Now, Rouge is on bot lane. He has the teleport. Onios does not. So maybe they can get something out of this.
Yeah, maybe they'll just try and pick up the Baron now. They have the Mountain Drake, so they will be able to pick it up faster than usual. Clydex, not
well, Clydex gets collapsed down. Elvis with the 4-shot is not enough, but he gets it with the bouncing grenade. Now, second pickup on the Gnome, so 2 kills for Team Solamata already. Spojais gets his jump cancelled by the Talia wall.
Yeah,
and they got the Banner Minion on mid lane. They will go for the Baron right now. And nothing, they cannot kill the Banner Minion. Cho'Gath probably doesn't want to use his ult as he's looking to do that for the Baron.
Yeah,
maybe getting a steal.
Yeah, they're going to try and stop this Baron take. But yeah, this is going to be on Spojais. If Spojais can land an ultimate and deal a lot of damage with his poke, then yeah, they can stop it. But right now it doesn't seem likely.
And well, Helv is going for Ripped Wolf, just deletes him. 2 shots the Jan, and now he's looking for Spojais right now. Spojais has to flash away, gets away from the curtain call, but that's going to be Baron for Team Solamata. Now Cho'Gath's looking for something, but well, he found Jhin. He didn't want to find him. Jhin going for the 1v2, now is probably going to die, gets kidnapped by Zach. Now Rouge comes in, tries to scare them away, and he'll be successful in that.
Yeah, and Team Solamata picking up the Baron for himself, just losing Jhin, so not too bad of a trade. But yeah, Helvis shouldn't have even been there. He was safe already.
Now, Onyas has gotten 3 stacks off of Helvis alone. So he has 9 stacks right now. The fatter he gets, the harder it's going to be for Jin to kill him, and Jin has to be the one killing him.
Yeah, but he did pick up the last Whisper now, so he will be able to do that. And yeah.
But it's still Jin.
Well, it's Jin. Yeah, Jin can't deal too. Has a problem with tanks usually. But
maybe Flayed Drawing. That's the answer.
Maybe that could be the last item that they pick up. Talia now, pretty good. 616 is pretty behind, but is still able to do what she needs to do. Just peel for Jin with her spells as much as she can. And yeah, right now they just want to peel for Jin as much as they can. If Jin is so strong, can like one attack against Caitlyn takes away 25% of her health. So
probably more if it crits.
Yeah, if it crits, then even more. So right now he is pretty strong.
It's like a half HP. Well, one auto with the rapid cannon, W and Q is enough to kill any carry on the Team Comfort Gaming side. So they should look out for that. Caitlyn's extremely behind. Just finished her Infinity Edge, hasn't even gotten her first Zeal item.
Yeah, but Gnomes picked up, caught out in his own jungle. And yeah, there are no damage dealers there, so he won't be punished too much. Just gets CC'd a bit. And now Rouge going top side.
And well, finally Caitlyn with the static shift, so it's not going to be enough to kill all the minions, but it's going to help a little bit in the wave clear position. Yeah. And well, they have to be careful. They have to be careful because with the rapid cannon, Rock, I don't know, it probably outranges the Azir as well.
Yeah. And
Elvis is not looking for turret, he's just looking for blood. He has to flash away from the Zac. Now Zac's going to get deleted, passive pops. And well, Zac is going to fall. Onyas is next on the line, gets knocked up by the Scion. Now Mata is looking for an engage. Now Onyas has to flash away. Elvis and Alves half HP, so they have to be careful. They can be one shot. Onyas still has ult, no flash though. Yeah, and well, they will just pick up, they will pick up the turret. They have the banner minion as well.
Yeah, the Baron minions are too much for Team Comfort Gaming to take care of. Most likely they're just going to back off, play it safe, won't risk it too much, and bush and bot lane. Then there's going to be top lane and the mid lane just crashing minions, crashing into their base, and then pushing bot lane and just try to win the game that way. Jin hasn't gone back, he's already just going bot lane. Maybe he needs a bit gold to finish.
Well, he has 1.5k gold. I don't know, maybe he'll just buy QSS. That could be an option.
Or Bilgewater Catalyst for the...
And well, he's going for the damage. And yeah, Jin, if you're going like defensive on Jin, you're not really playing Jin.
Yeah.
You have to go full damage now. He has options with the BF Sword.
It could be Guardian's Angel, it could be...
Essence Reaver or Bloodthirst or the second Infinity Edge.
Second Infinity Edge also,
but I doubt that this game is going to go long enough for us to find out what he intended to build.
Yeah, the mid lane inhibitor did respawn for Team Comfort Gaming, so it's not going to be too hard to defend the base.
Well, I don't know, I think it's going to be pretty rough.
Well, yeah, it's pretty hard to defend the base against the 12-4-7 Jin. That, is going to be pretty hard. Especially with the Black Shield. He can just do whatever he wants, and he has to be careful. Gets knocked up by the Zac. Now double knockup, he'll get ulted, but the Black Shield saves him from that. Now there's a big wall dividing their team fight. Elvis looks for the Zac, gets it. Now Curtain Call comes down. He's trying to snipe the Rift Wolf, and well, does not hit the Curtain Call. And well, Onyas is the next one to die, or is it? Always kills Kleidex in team fight now. Good moves from the Azir, just jukes it out, going zigzag, and that's going to be the inhib on the mid lane. Probably looking for more, and well, Onyas gets snared, pops the stone plate. Spurgeis gets the kill on the Mata.
So yeah, it's 2v3 right now. Well, 2v4 actually. Will they be able to defend this? Spurges is trying to do something. Too many minutes to do something. He gets Helvis, and well, going for Always, gets the Always shot down double kill, and he'll get to triple, or will he? Zach secures it, and that's not the end of the game. Spurges with the hero play.
Yes, Spurges doesn't want to lose this match. He really doesn't want to lose this. Carries his team right now. He is 9-4-4, has the hero play to defend the Nexus. And as I said, Spurges is just playing out of his mind. I don't know what he's been eating lately, but it's helping him a lot. And yeah, this is interesting. But yeah, I still don't think that Team Quantum Gaming can come back into this.
But they bought some time. That's what they need. Spurges with 2K in the bank will be massive. A little bit more till the Void stuff. If he's going for that, maybe he's just going for Zhonya's. Well, I don't know what you build in Azir. I'm just guessing. He has probably the core items. 3 items is like the core in Azir. That's all I know. And yeah, actually, Anya's super tanky with that stone plate. He survived longer than he should. So maybe they have a chance. Kleidex is looking for that second Zeal item. Around 600 to get it. And it's perfect for them, or is it? Like, they got 3 Cloud Drakes. They're just rushing through the map.
Yeah, they're going to be... Jhin just... Because of those Cloud Drakes, Jhin just gets so much more damage for himself. And yeah,
if he has the celerity.
Well, yeah, if he has the celerity.
You can always go for the... Oh, and well, a big CC chain on the Cho'Gath. He'll just run away now. Curtain Call comes down, will deal no damage on the tanks, and does some on the Onyos. With the 4th shot now, the 3rd is going to follow. Will he? Zac jumps in, flashes in, misses the ult on the Jhin. Now Jhin tries to clean it up. Redemption comes down, and Cho'Gath is still alive with the Janelle. Helvis gets the kill on the Hiku. And well, they are looking for more. 4th shot on the Caitlyn's not going to kill it. Spurges gets 1 kill, 2 kills. They're looking for more. Sion the passive tries to equalize the situation, pretty close, but not enough. And they turn around another fight.
Spurges. Damn.
Damn. But yeah, I don't know. Helvis went in a little bit too deep, tanking damage from both Caitlyn and Azir, and that's the problem in their composition, because there's no one to actually touch Caitlyn and Azir if Jhin has to overextend that far to reach them at least. So yeah, it's pretty great. He got the voice stuff as I was expecting. Now the 6th item is a coin flip, I would say.
Coin flip gaming.
Yeah, since if Spurges survives, they win. If he dies, they lose. So he has some options. He can go for that Zhonya's.
Yes.
He can go for the QSS.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes.
And well, there are probably some more options there.
Yeah, but
Rylai's is really good versus tank compositions, but it's more of a mid-game item.
Yeah, if Spurges can bring right now, the goal difference that they have doesn't mean as much.
It doesn't mean anything, because the difference, all the difference was on the Jhin versus Caitlyn. Now it's 6K, but but still, Jhin has reached his 6 items. He's not going to get any stronger. Maybe he has the absolute, well, Gathering Storm, but that's about it. Jhin is not the late game monster you want.
Yeah, he won't be right now. He won't be able to do as much as Caitlyn will be able to do if she gets her full build. So,
and well, they're looking for Gnomes gets the ultimate from Sejuani. Jhin knock up, and they will get to Zac passive now. Hiko has the teleport, will teleport to Zac to help him out. Zac falls, but so will Roosh, and now that's a 4v4. Curtain Call comes down, focusing the Cho'Gath over there, but Spurges is right over the wall. He's safe. Ult's way the Sejuani double kill. They get Helvis as well, and they're going to clean their house. Only Always living there. Triple kill for Spurges, 14-4-7. Azir and their inhibitor is going to survive now. Always has to make the play. He has to make the play. Spurges messes up his taunt, but well, his dash. But it will not matter. They will get the Baron. They will get the Baron, and nothing that Always can do. And yeah, Anya's with the 9 stacks right now. Well, he has the 9 stacks for a while, but once he reaches a little bit more CDR, maybe he'll get a stack, a team fight. Now the game is, I would say, dead even, because the gold on Caitlyn is pretty much the same value as the gold on Jhin right now.
Yeah, Caitlyn's just missing 1 item to finish her full build, and Spurges is just, I don't understand
and
how.
Spurges just got the Rabbidan's death cap, so suddenly the game is, I don't know, I would say on Team Conflict Gaming side, all they had to do was to survive to the late game after a disastrous level 1, and now they've gotten to that. And yeah, well, the next step is not to throw the game, and well, it seems like that Capsy is doing just that. Has to flash away, got caught by the Janna Tornado. That's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah, but right now Team Conflict Gaming is the one in the driver's seat, getting the objectives they want. Spurges is able to do so much damage with his poke, and they have the hard engage from the Zac. They're not
able. Oh, and double knockup from Always on both of the carries. They both have to flash away, and that's going to be a Talia wall zoning them off. And the first one to fall is the Cho'Gath. Anya's now. Rouge is coming in, looking for something. Flashes over, but doesn't get the knockup, but it doesn't matter. Now Azir cleanses it out, and well, Clydex is looking turned around. Not enough damage over there. Lil Gnome falls as well, and now that's a 5v3. A great catch by Always there.
Yeah, Always saw that Spurges is doing so much for his team, thought that this is his time to shine, and he was able to land the CC onto Spurges, and Pulcinch both got knocked up. And this is going to be most likely 3 or 2 in-hits for themselves.
But well, both carries alive for Conflict Gaming. It seems like they're looking for a finish. Roos comes in, the ultimate does not land. Clydex out of position, tries to kite them away, but will not be able to do so. Helvis secures the kill on the Clydex last. Nexus turret is surely going to fall. They're looking for more. Anya's is alive, goes in to eat them. But well, a Stoneplate active. They're trying to hit the Nexus. Not enough Spurges with the ultimate. And well, they got it. They got the Nexus. So Team Solomata with the first game.
And what a first game that was.
What a first game that was, yeah.
Oh my god. If I was Spurges right now, I would be so tilted. It felt like he was doing everything he could for the team. And yet, the team was not there to help him out. Damn, this was basically the clash of titans. This was Spurges against Helvis, who was able to carry his team to victory. And Helvis this time came out victorious.
And yeah, that was, I wanted to say back and forth, but it wasn't a back and forth game. Most of the game, lasted 38 minutes almost. For like 35 minutes, Team Solomanta was ahead.
Yes.
And well, they had a couple of disastrous team fights where Spurges really stepped up. They turned around the game full build on Azir, but the last fight, well, they just got caught out, both carries, so they had to run away. And yeah, a great game, I would say. A great performance by Spurges, Helvis, and mostly all the Team Solomata.
Yes.
They snowballed the lead really good, didn't do any bad plays, and well, maybe some we didn't catch. Maybe that's why they turned around the team fight.
Yeah, Spurges, but yeah, this MVP Spurges, there's nothing else to say. You can see the damage graphs where Azir did most damage in the game.
Well, yeah, but doing that much damage on the Jhin is also pretty.
That is something to be proud of.
Pretty exceptional.
Yeah, and Caitlyn had gotten the items, but yeah, they just got caught out. Gnomes was cut out, then the Clydex was cut out, and yeah, that's how they lost. If Always wouldn't have landed his E onto Sport Race and then
And
Pulisic
Clydex,
and Clydex, yeah, both of them would be dead. Oh no, I mean Team Quantum Gaming would have most likely won the game from there.
And yeah, that was pretty interesting. So what are your expectations for game 2? You said it 2-0, but after this game, do you think it's going to be a clean 2-0 for Team Salamata?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's going to be a clean 2-0, but I would say that it's still going to be a 2-0. We saw that, yeah, I just feel like Team Salamata know what to do. I think they just got too bit of ambitious when they had the lead. They became a bit cocky. We could see that Helvis, he wasn't damaging the turret, he was going to damage the players. So for the second game, I think they won't disrespect Team Quantum Gaming that much.
But will they go for the invade again?
Yes, I think that on the second game we're going to have an invade.
Another one?
Yeah, I think we're going to have an invade.
Also from Team Salamata?
No, I think that Team Quantum Gaming is going to invade, and Team Salamata is going to be the ones that are going to play it safe.
So what do you think? Will Jin or Azir be banned for game 2?
I think that Azir most likely will be banned. He was in the mid lane from the start of the game. He already was getting the leads against Always. And yeah, Sports has been showing exceptional play on Azir this season right now. And
what about Jin?
Jin, I don't know. I don't think Jin did that much. If he wouldn't have gotten fed from the early invade, I don't think it would have been such a problem. I don't think that you have to ban the Jin. You just have to play the early game a bit smarter, and then yeah, he won't be too too strong.
And yeah, with all that, game 1 did go to Team Salamata.
Yes.
And well, what's going to happen in game 2 and more, we'll see in a few. Welcome back, and we are in the second draft phase of Team Solamata versus Team Coinflip Gaming.
Yeah, and this time Team Salamata are on the blue side, so the sides are switched for the second game. I think that the bans are going to stay the same. No, nothing too much will change. The picks most likely, well, yeah, I feel that the Azure will come out as a ban.
And yeah, the same Anivia ban as in the first game. Probably forcing out the Olaf ban, or maybe Spoges has been playing a lot of Anivia lately.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they banned that out so that they could maybe force the Olaf.
And well, Zaya ban, same as in the first game. They don't want them to pick up the Zyrakan early, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, they just banned that out so that they can first pick the Scion. They can first pick the Scion or something like that.
And yeah, but Scion wasn't the big deal in the first game.
Yeah, well, he did well.
He did well, but I would say the Cho'Gath had a bigger impact because he had to. He was able to just delete Helvis in a couple of fights.
Well, yeah. Cho'Gath was strong, so maybe they'll pick up Cho'Gath for themselves this time.
Well, but I don't know, if Cho'Gath is blind picked, then you can pick Gnar or something like that. So it's pretty rough. It's a good matchup versus the tanks you already seen.
Yeah, but they do not ban. They do not ban out the Azir, so I guess they weren't afraid of Spojai's Azir.
Maybe they've prepared. Oh yeah, first pick Azir. Always plays a lot of Azir, but now what's going to be the counter pick? We know that Veigar's pretty strong into Azir.
Yeah, and Spojai does play Veigar, so that might come out. Onyas does pick up the Ornn this time for himself, so they will pick that up as fast as they can, so he doesn't get banned in the second phase.
Caitlyn's still up, so maybe that's going to be picked up. Because I don't know if Clydex is a Jhin player. Jhin's pretty strong, but we'll see.
Yeah, if they do not pick up the Caitlyn, then most likely Team Salamata will.
And that is Caitlyn.
Okay, yeah, so if they wouldn't have picked up the Caitlyn, then most likely Helvis would have picked Caitlyn for himself.
And that's not a nice thing to leave up. But yeah, Jhin is picked, and will they go for the Morgana again, or will they take the Alistar?
Yeah, they could take the Alistar. That's a pretty strong combo that we saw a lot of last week. Public Enemy played a lot of Jhin and Alistar, and solo carried basically the games.
And Annie is Morgana, so the same bot lane as in the first game.
Okay.
And that actually prevents a lot of options on the opposite side, as the melee matchups is pretty rough versus Jhin Alistar, Jhin Morgana rather.
Yeah.
They could go. I don't know if Clydex plays Sivir or Ashe, or maybe the same Caitlyn. Caitlyn's pretty good into.
Wait a moment.
Well, yeah, they have the Caitlyn.
Yeah.
So for the support, it's probably not the Fiddlesticks.
Braum they could pick up Braum.
They could try, because the big problem for Jhin is if someone tries to all-in you and has a lot of attack speed, and Fiddlesticks is Zac.
Okay, so
might as well pick up the Fiddlesticks. They do the same thing.
Yeah, well, they do take Zac for themselves again. Gnomes is pretty comfortable on that pick. Has some pressure with it because I feel like Gnomes has that problem that he doesn't have too much pressure on the map. Well, at least he doesn't put out the same pressure that Mata pulls out, but Zac is one of those champions that you can easily pressure the map. Even if you don't go in, the players have to ward in pretty deep in the jungle because of the length from where you can engage.
And yeah, Scion is banned, so what's going to be for the top lane? Veigar ban, trying to counter that Azir. Counter?
Yeah, banning the counter. Cho'Gath could come out. Gangplank was banned, so we won't see that one.
And Jack's jungle
banned out.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting. Olaf is open. They might go for that. Again, not picked in the first rotation.
Yeah, Olaf is open, so Mata does enjoy that champion. He plays that a lot in solo queue. and that pick does have a lot of like he can easily just run in and annoy the Caitlyn as much
And
as
run through the Zac, run through the Ornn, run through everything.
But I think the Sejuani pick was pretty good last time.
And Yasuo is picked up by Spurgeis on the mid lane. We've seen one game of Facen's Yasuo. Spurgeis is next one on the ladder.
Yes, yes. He's the second Latvian Yasuo one trick that was once a one trick, but now has expanded his pull.
But yeah, both of them are Yasuo mid lane. Yasuo, well, mid lane Yasuo in specific.
Yeah, and Shen picked up as the counter on top lane for Rouge, so
maybe that's not a counter, maybe they just want more protection on the Jhin. And well, there's the Olaf, so already a super strong comp for Team Solomata. And yeah, this time they have more damage than in the previous game.
And now Rift Wolf.
Hovering brand, as it was played a lot by Capsy.
Yeah, Capsy played a lot of brand when they had Dropper 6 in the ADC, but they do go with the Soraka, so a safer lane for them.
But I don't know if Soraka is a better pick than Janna if he wants to go for the Ardents, because Janna can at least somehow peel for herself.
Yes.
No, versus the Olaf can just run down the Soraka. If one binding lands, then Soraka is dead for sure. No shields, only heals on, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a budget Janna, probably.
Yeah, but they have some poke. They have more poke this time, I'd say, with the Janna, with the Soraka Q and the Caitlyn just having the range. But yeah, it's going to be pretty hard if a bind lands, then Soraka most likely is going to die, and that will just give Helvis the resources to start snowballing the game again.
Well, yeah. This time, I don't know. Team Solomata has the stronger level 1 invade comp, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe they will just go for that again. But yeah, why not? Why not? Because they have the Morgan, they have the Olaf. If they hit a binding, even if enemies are defending the invade, if you hit a binding, you will most likely get a kill there. Or at least a flash or two.
Yeah, that's going to just give... yeah, they have the level 1 hard CC for the invade. Last time it paid a lot, gave a lot to Team Solomata. This time, maybe we will see... I think, like, my wild prediction is that Team Solomata will win the second game. That Team Config Gaming is going to invade, and Team Config Gaming is going to win the invade. But Team Solomata in the end, they are going to win the game. That's my wild prediction for this game.
Well, I don't know. I think that this time bot lane is going to be more even, no pickaxe on level 1.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And if they can go through the early game without being too behind, I think that Team Conflict Gaming will be able to take the mid game.
Well, yeah, but they do have a full AD composition, so it's going to be a bit harder for them to win the late game because.
But they do have the Zac, the Ornn, and the static ship rocks.
Well, yeah, that's some AP damage, but I think that if you just opt into if everybody buys just Ninja Tabbies and Guardian Angels, and then Shen and Olaf can just go full AD, full armor. I mean, then I kind of want to say that Team Solomata have the late game composition for themselves.
What I want to see is what's going to happen on the mid lane, because that should be the matchup of the game.
Well, yeah.
If Spurgeis can get a kill or at least a CS lead and get the first spikes, because he spikes like on one item like crazy, then they should be able to do something. They have the knock-up with the Zac, and they'll be able to go in over and over again.
Yeah, well, they do have that crazy team comp where they have the one-ball combo. If Ornn can get the ult 5-man knock-up again, then Yasuo will just ult, and that will wreak havoc on Team Solomata.
And they have the Soraka.
Yeah, the Soraka.
To heal everyone up, to support everyone. But on the opposite side, Shen and Morgana can defend someone equally as well, if not even better.
Yeah, and the Azir has the ultimate to peel the team, or at least help Jin out. And if Jin can just deal damage, we saw him do a lot of damage last game. I expect the same this time. I think the helps will be able to do a lot with the Jin again. And Jin is one of those champions that can stand against Caitlyn, doesn't have too bad of a laning phase. And can just stand against Caitlyn and win that way.
And yeah, well, I think that there are going to be a lot of bot lane dives from Team Solomata's side at least. After Shen gets 6, Olaf can just dive like crazy as there as well. Nothing that Soraka and Kate can do about it other than cry for their team.
Yes,
to help them out, to get teleports, to get Zac in constant bot lane. But yeah, I don't know, this is more like Team Coinflip Gaming's comp with the 1-3-1. Previous game they had like more of a skirmishing comp.
Yeah.
This time they get 1-3-1, so maybe they can take the W.
Yeah, split push to victory. But we will see how the game goes out in a bit. Right now we're going to have a small break while the players load in, so don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
I can never forgive Lakita for murdering our mother.
I've been cooperating, you're just not listening.
You're not listening to me.
Pasaules top seriāli. Skaties visas sezonas uzreiz visos tavos ekrānos. Shortcut films. Tikai 6 eiro mēnesī. Shortcut. Tu redzēsi.
You spray. You awkward. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
G's than the L. I want more 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 G's than the L. Go rap out till I black out.
And we are in the game between Team Solo Mata and Team Coinflip Gaming. This time Team Solo Mata on the blue side, while Team Coinflip Gaming on the red one. We had a crazy level 1 invade in the first game. Now let's see, it seems like they're going for another one. It's going to be another fight on level 1. Zach jumps in. Now it seems like a 3-man taunt from Rouge, and look at that, Rouge flashes away. Clydex will go for him, but the heal saves him. Now Yasuo already get the third Steel Tempest, and Alva is getting pretty low. First blood for Hiko, but Helvis turns around on the Clydex, gets the fourth shot, and Velspuzes gets the kill on Alva. So 2v1 in favor for Team Coinflip Gaming.
Yeah, and again, the invade coming out, and this time Team Coinflip Gaming, I would say, coming out as the victors.
They had the first jump on.
Yeah.
But so in the game one, so go figure.
Yeah, the summoner spells quite even, I would say. Both the teams have used the same amount.
Count, but on the mid lane, how Yasuo is going to play safe with no summoners? Yasuo's always go like 08 with summoners, so it's going to be pretty rough for Spuzes, but he's pretty adept on the champion, so I think he'll be just fine. Now on the bot lane, Soraka is already campable enough. Now she has no flash, and let's see if Mata tries to abuse the fact that Soraka has no summoners.
Yeah, actually, Team Mata started on top side, so he can just invade and steal away Zach's red buff.
And Zach's still at the Wolves and doesn't even go for the red buff. So it's going to be a 3-buff start for Mata. Well played, well played.
Yeah, and Helv is playing really aggressive on bot lane, chunking out a lot from Quiedex or Pultinch. And the bind.
Well, the bind lands, and that's going to be the second kill for Helvis.
Yeah, and again, Helvis is getting the kills for himself. And now
Mata going for Noms, and Noms has to flash away. And well, Mata is chasing him down. He will not let him to breathe.
Yeah, doesn't want to cancel the recall as much as he can. He'll be able to steal away the Raptors, and Team Mata having that early edge for now at least.
And I would say that's a big, big edge. Zach will be level 2 for a while. He'll have to just suck it up and go for Gromp. And with Zach, that's not like the perfect buff to take.
Yeah, and the Olaf just running through mid lane, goes for his own jungle, is going to pick up his own Raptors and red buff now, and most likely go bot lane, but bot lane is pretty pushed in, and Capsy almost getting that slick bind in. Helvis did not manage to pick up the minion before it died.
And well, he gets the binding on Rift Wolf. Well, that's a big chunk, but Helvis took a turret shot, so the trade is equalized.
And Mata already bot side.
And Gnomes is looking for something on bot as well. Still level 2. Still level 2. And Mata will find him near the vision plant.
Yeah, and nobody can come and help Gnomes because everybody is pushed in, so Mata can just have his way around this, can just steal everything he wants to. Poor Gnomes just has to run to his team, and yeah.
He just wants to play some League of Legends.
Yeah, and Mata is not allowing that to happen. We'll start to grump now. Mata looks like is going to just pick up the Scuttle Crab to have vision
And
around.
well, Spusher is actually going in on always. And well, with the third Steel Tempest, forces always his heal to go down. Mata will not be able to capitalize on that, and Spusher is playing the Yasuo really well, going in and leaving an escape path.
Yeah, and Helvis chunking again, Pultich out.
Gnomes is jumping in, will get the Q on the Helvis, and Helvis will surely fall, but will he take someone down with him? He will not. Gnomes gets the kill, but really close on the bottom.
Yeah, and just punishing Helvis' aggression. They knew that Zac is there, I think at least that they should have known, so not respecting the gank from Gnomes. Mata just power farming right now, is 2 levels ahead of Zac. Will have, yeah, right now just getting that lead that he needs to help out. Spurger sits pretty low, but has the passive shield. Mata will not find him, so won't be able to just cancel the recall and give Alba more time in the mid lane.
Top lane's pretty even. Ornn will have the slight edges. He can get the items without backing. Both of them have no TP, but well.
But Rouge going in.
Yeah, he's going in. That's a small trade.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rouge will have the global pressure first, since he will have the Stand United, and Anyas has no teleport.
Yeah, Anyas didn't have to use his teleport before. Rouge also doesn't have it, so even on that, but yeah, Stand aside. Stand United, I mean, is going to be up for Rouge to help out his team.
And well, that's what we have to look for once Rouge gets level 6. I feel like there's going to be a big dive on the bot lane.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to happen when Olaf and Rouge will get to level 6. They'll just try and run down Pultich.
And Gnome's just standing.
Yeah, but Spurger is going on always, does not manage to hit the tornado, but chunks out always a lot, and now he's roaming.
Gnome's going in on a bot lane, is not going to hit anything, so they have to back binding, nearly misses.
Yeah, but right now everybody is looking to make a play, not really finding anything. Helvis does have his flash, so if something happens, he still has that. Zac is coming with the return and coming back.
And well, another gank. Zac's just camping this time. Capsy has to flash away, and Elvis tries to turn it around. Clydex forces the heal, and well, Stand United comes in. Rouge will save Helvis, but yeah, no kills on the bot lane. No kills on the bot lane after all of this. But look at that, 15 CS lead for Helvis, that's insane.
Yeah, but Mata is here, he is on alert, so Team Going for Gaming know that he's there. So Zac is again coming around, and they are going in.
Predator enabled, Helvis will fall from this now. Can Mata turn it around? Mata is 2v3 with Capsy. Capsy super low. And Capsy falls from Clydex's built over Peacemaker.
Yeah, and what a snipe from him. Always now pushing in bot lane, Spurges, mid lane, I mean, and Spurges is bot side.
And Spurges tries to jump over the Krug. Yeah, the Krug wall. Is not successful into that. It's not an easy death.
But always
yeah, what
falling
happened
in
there?
mid lane. Onya's just picking up a solo kill. Yeah, him on
1v1.
him on with the Ornn is something to be afraid of. We saw him just solo kill always.
We didn't see it though.
Yeah, well, we didn't see it.
So we'll have to check out what happened there, but yeah, Always had no summons then. So probably Ornn didn't even use the flash.
Yeah, so he still has that interesting how that happened. Maybe he didn't know that Ornn is there, and he surprised him. Maybe.
No, probably.
Let's say that's what happened. And now Ellis and Capsy both pushing in bot lane will have the level 6. They don't have level 6 yet, but should get it soon. And when they do get that, that will give them a lot more pressure, kill potential in bot lane. But this time Zach or Gnomes has been camping bot lane a lot, has been able to help Putinch out as much as he can to just keep him ahead or even with Helves.
And so far they also picked working out, I would say. Getting a lead on the Azir. Now Gnomes is on the bot side again. Will probably not go gang bot lane. But he's near in case something happens. He will just recall. And so will Team Solomata's bot lane.
Yeah. Most likely he has an item to buy, Elvis.
Well, Spurja's on mid lane just jumping around. Ooh, crazy.
Trying to get a solo kill again against Alves this time.
He knows that Always has no flash.
Yeah, so he might be able to pick it up. If he lands the tornado, that most likely will be a kill for him. Now Alves hasn't been performing this season yet. We haven't seen two great plays from him. He had one great game against Public Enemy, but yeah, that's all that he had. Nothing hasn't been too good this season yet for Team Salamata.
Well, we haven't seen him play Aurelion Sol yet.
Yeah, that's banned away from him all the time.
And well, Matt is right around the corner. It seems like Spurja is in trouble, but they will not chase him down.
Yes, Spurja was able to get away from that situation. But again, Helvis and Capsy just pushing in bot lane. No problems with that. Caitlyn has a hard time pushing it back right now. And,
but this time the bot lane is much more even.
Yeah, Helvis didn't get the free triple kill at the start of the game. So
he got one kill though.
Well, yeah, he got one.
And Gnams comes in, will get the double knock-up, or will he? Let's bounce still up, and well, Capsy is surely going to fall there. He's buying some time, and he's still alive. What's happening there, Riftwolf? Getting chunked pretty low, but yeah, they get the kill on the Capsy. Took longer than expected.
Yeah.
The Morgana heals is pretty big.
Yeah, and this time, Gnomes is the one. Like, I expected Mata to be bot side more than he has been.
And we're talking about Mata, he's bot side now. Will it be enough? And well, Helvis gets knocked up. Let's bounce. It takes them all. So Rock Ult comes in. Wish. Wish comes through. And well, Silence going to stop them all. Rouge used his teleport to come back, but nothing came out of that. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Spurja and Anyos will take the first turret.
Yeah, this time Team Collective Game showing much stronger play. It looks like Team Solomata have just crumbled in the second game, and we've seen this every single time basically, that Team Solomata have a great first game against the team, and then they lose the second game. So maybe they're just they get tired really fast.
Well, they lost both games in the first week.
Against Falcon eSports, yeah. Well, then things happened.
But they have been showing better and better each week.
Yeah, they've become better and better. Right now, I would say that they are like a top 6 team in the league. If they can just keep improving, maybe we'll see them in the finals, in the top 4. It's hard to say because they have lost a lot of games right now. They're 2-4, but they have to win a lot. They have to win against the stronger teams like Iron Wolves and keep yourself alive. They want a chance to make it to the top 4.
Yeah, well, Anya's really outperforming Rouge on the top lane.
Yeah,
30 CS lead, yeah.
30
crazy.
CS lead. Yeah, it's not. Maybe they should have banned the Ornn again. Well, they banned last time. They banned it in the second phase. I guess Team Conflict Gaming have found the mistakes that they had in the draft, and they have tweaked it a little bit so that it would be better. And yeah, right now Team Salmata can't really do anything. This time they are 4K behind.
Yeah, well, it's a big contrast from first game. Zach again on the bot lane. Helvis flashes away. Capsy is going to get out alive as well. Now the binding hits on the little gnome. And well, they're going for it. Heal. And well, yeah. Curtain Call comes down, hits one, hits two. They're going for Rift. Well, Rift will flash away. The 4-shot's knife going to connect. And well, Clydex is turning it around. Always still with the ultimate. Will he go in for that? He does not. And well, that's a. And well, Clydex getting really low, has to use his heal. Gnome's just chunking the turret, and Clydex will secure it. So, second turret in the game goes to Team Conflict Gaming.
Yeah, this time they are the guys.
And on top lane, Ornn ultimate comes in. Rouge uses the taunt. And well, that's a flash. And who will get it? Bolt flash away. And Rouge with the solo kill on top lane.
Damn.
That was crazy stuff. And on the mid lane, or where. And well, yeah, the Team Conflict Gaming will get the Ocean Drake for this.
Yeah, but Rouge outplaying Onias this time.
Flashing over the Ornn ultimate,
Yeah.
that was pretty crazy.
Damn, and then blocking the auto attack. But Sporja is going on to Onias.
On the Always.
On Always, yeah. Will not
And,
fall.
yeah, Always has both summoners still. So, I don't know, maybe he felt pretty confident about that. He did survive. Now, will Sporja go forward? He does use the third Wind Tempest to try to snipe him.
Yeah, the tornado, he did not hit it, but still he zoned him off of the turret, got some damage, and of course negated some experience and gold from Always. Yeah, Always being pretty bullied both of these games. Sporja is knowing how to play against Always, how to outperforming him. And this time the Helvis cannot get
He
the
cannot
lead.
1v2 this game.
Yeah, because Zach Gnome's just staying both sides all the time, helping Putin out as much as they can.
With one grenade, he got the fourth grenade proc, killing 3 minions. He took 50% off of Riftful. So now Riftful has to be careful.
Yeah, but right now I don't see how Team Salmata will have the damage to deal with the Zac and the Ornn. Right now I don't think that they do. But maybe if in the mid game, late game, when they go to late game, Always will be able to deal more damage, and then he'll be the one to try and help out the team.
And well, little Gnome's on the bot lane looking for another one. Now Jin gets there, but Ragnarok comes in together with Stand United. Soraka uses the stopwatch, will not help her survive, so that's the first kill. Now Always comes in on the little gnomes. Will little gnomes survive? He does have to flash over the wall. Sporja is right around the corner now. Mate steps into a trap, and well, that's 1-for-1. Both supports die, but the scary Olaf comes in with the Stand United, and it's going to get only worse as I don't know if he's going for the Righteous Glory, but if he is, then it's going to be even more crazy.
Yeah, Helvis does not have any mana right now, so he won't be able to clear the wave as efficiently, and that might be the top lane turret. Well, yeah.
Gnome's jumping in, does not hit the Q on the Helvis. Now he's tanking the turret shots. Helvis tries to kite them away, runs back to the turret, just kites left and right. They got the one kill. Clydex secures the one on the Helvis, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 for Team Salmata, or 3-for-1 actually, and a big turnaround. Helvis just going back and forth, zigzag, and dodging everything.
Yeah, but I think that Soraka had her ultimate, so I don't know why she didn't use it in that fight.
Well, probably they're asking the same questions there.
Yeah, maybe he didn't know that he has the ultimate, or maybe
it wasn't up.
maybe maybe it wasn't up on that fight, or maybe they just knew that that's a lost fight and that they shouldn't waste that ultimate. But still, it would have most likely been back for the next team fight. But still, yeah. Team Solomata picking up Rift Herald for themselves, so that's going to give them some push advantages. Onya's actually pretty well bot side. Rouge trying to find the kill on him, will not continue because he does not have the flash.
And the matchup completely turned around as Rouge gets the Spectre's Cowl.
Yeah, and that's going to give him a lot of more resistance and give him. It's going to be easier for him to win the trades now, and that most likely will be a top lane trade because it's already is roaming there, and there's nobody from Team Solomata to help out Helvis protecting that trade. So yeah, that's going to be the top side trade, and all tier 1 trades have been taken by Team Coinflip Gaming.
And yeah, now 3k ahead. That's not too much in 19 minutes, but that's much better than in the first game.
Yeah, but then in game.
Curtain Call comes down together with Ragnar and Stan United. Rift will surely die. Gets completely destroyed now, turning on the Clydex. Will Clydex get away from this? He flashed heals, does not have the 90 caliber net now. Matti goes for him and will get Clydex with a fadeaway axe. Now meanwhile, Spurges gets a kill on the Alwise. Now Spurges is going in forward, Spurges will fall, and only Lil Gnome and Onyo is alive now. Zach is the one Elvis kills, and the final kill will go to Elvis as well, so double kill for the Jin right there. And yeah, we get the ace and the Rift Herald.
Yeah, the lead fell from like 3k to 1k from one team fight.
And yeah, it's going to be completely even after this. Maybe they'll look for Baron.
Yeah, they are pinging it. Oh no, wait, Team Coinflip Gaming are pinging if they are taking it, and yeah, they are starting.
And well, Capsy standing on the river buff.
Yeah,
showing vision, showing that they are doing it, like what you can do about it.
Yeah, but I don't think that this was a great call from them. They don't have the damage yet to burst it fast enough, and Team Coinflip Gaming might be the ones now that try and go for the Baron, but it does not seem so. Caitlyn is going bot side to pick up the wave that has crushed in the turret.
And yeah, this game Caitlyn only 800, not 6k behind.
Yes.
So it's a great improvement, but yeah, although Rouge is completely wrecking, Anya's on the top lane, or in this case on the bot lane, Anya's is still ahead. Anya's still ahead, and the big difference in this game is Spurges versus Alwise, and we can see that in the team fights.
Yeah, but even though I'd say Team Coinflip Gaming were ahead, they were not able to win the team fight, they lost it. So if Team Solomata can keep up with this, catching out Pulsinch and Riftwolf with the Olaf Shen combo, then this is for them in the bags. And yeah, Team Coinflip Gaming just have to stop and work out a bit more from that. Just try and not get caught out.
Well, Anya's in trouble, getting really low by Rouge. Rouge has the red buff, and well, will Onyo's fall there? He has no flash, he has teleport ignite, it's not gonna save anybody. And well, meanwhile, there's a big fight brewing on the mid lane. And well, another Ragnarok Stand United combo will surely destroy Caitlyn. Now Zac comes in, gets thrown away by the Azrael, and well, Spurja is getting killed by the Curtain Call.
Yeah, and that's again another victory for Team Solomata that most likely is going to be the Baron. And yeah, Team Solomata have taken control of this game. Yeah, this time I think Spurja doesn't have the control that he had with Azur. With Yasuo, he can't really do that much damage in teamfights. He has to get in your face to do that. So he has.
And we have the Zac trying to look for a drive-by smite, but a little bit too early. Now he's in trouble getting chains. He sees nothing he can do. Always will secure that. And yeah, Baron for Team Solomata. And in a matter of 2-3 minutes, they've turned around, and well, previously they were 3k behind. Now they're 3k ahead.
Yeah, and with this Baron buff, they're just going to keep getting the lead. Now they're going to have an easier time picking up the turrets, as the first tier turret does fall mid lane. And
yeah, well, Spurja wants something. Cannot get it.
Trying to punish
He has the
always.
power spike now with the 2 crit items.
Yeah, so he might get something. They are looking to try and make a play, but they are going to just go with the 1-3-1. Spurs as top lane with Clydex and Soraka and Gnome's mid lane. Playing that. Shen does go top side, so Team Solmat are not going with the 1-3-1, but are going with the 1-4 with Shen split pushing and the rest of the team going mid lane. They are going to try and use the water buff as much as they can.
And yeah, now Sporja is choosing to go for the Phantom Dancer instead of the Static Shield, which is pretty popular on the mid lane. But well, probably he just wants to reach the power of Air Blade as soon as possible to get that attack speed low enough so you can just spam EQs and go for those crazy combos. Did we see from Payson the Air Blade?
I think that we didn't.
I think we didn't. Maybe we'll see this game. It's like a pretty scary combo. Now Anyo's with the ultimate on Jin. Jin just gets wrecked by ultimates, but doesn't really deal much damage. But he does. And well, Caitlyn's going to fall. Rift Wolf's next on the line, tries to kite them away. He's just, they are just unstoppable with Ragnarok Stand United. Always comes in now. Spurja is turning it around, but for a short while because Helvis secures the kill on Spurja. Anya is the last man standing, or is he? Lil Gnome is in the bottom side jungle, and Rouge gets the kill. 509 on the Shen. And well, they will surely get the inhibitor right now. And well, meanwhile, Rouge will go to the top lane, maybe get the top lane pushing as well.
Yeah, they're just going to start pushing mid lane. The Baron buff, nobody to defend this. And yeah, they're just going to get the inhibitor, and most likely the inhib, that is going to be all that they take.
And well, Lil Gnomes tries to jump in. The Black Shield's just too big of a
obstacle, yeah.
Obstacle, yeah. It's too crazy.
Yeah, Alva is also trying. It's going to no, it's not going to try and pick up top lane. It's going to just back off. And yeah, Team Salmata now are going to go with the 1-4. 4 people bot lane, and Rouge top has a lot of still doesn't have the ultimate, but has the TP. So if needed, he will be able to join the team fight with that spell. Sporjet meanwhile doesn't have the TP, but it is topside. And yeah, if Team Salmata can keep the stand aside Ragnarok combo, if they can keep just catching out Putinch with that, then yeah, this game is in the bag. And my prediction will be true.
Well, yeah, they have to find a way to peel for the Soraka. She's been pretty useless in fights. Yeah, the same. Olaf and Shen just running her down. Yeah. Nothing really she can do there.
And they don't have a lot of mobility on her. And she has to like be the one that heals Caitlyn and helps her fight against Olaf, but she's the first one to die. So she has a hard time right now being useful in team fights.
Well, maybe she'll get Locket, Redemption, and be a little bit tankier, since both Shen and Olaf are going into tank, but still have a lot of base damage.
Yeah, and also Team Kung Fu Gaming, all members, they try to
And well, Soraka will get caught out. And well, Riftwolf, in a world of troubles, tries to run away, does not have the summoners. Rouge has the flash, so he will probably get a catch on her. The taunt misses, and he's getting slowed. He's just getting kited by Soraka's star call. But meanwhile, on the bot lane, Soraka is not there, and that's a fight. Stand United comes in. Now, a 3-man ultimate from Allwise gets them all in the fight. Clydex still kiting. It seems like they tried to turn it around now. Lil Gnomes jumps in, and no one falls. No one falls from Team Solomata. Double kill for Clydex, but he will get killed by Helvis.
Yeah, Helvis doing so much damage in that defense.
And going in for the Soraka triple kill.
Dominating. And is that going to be the...
That might as well be the game. Spurjais is still alive with the flash, but will he get the jump on?
No, it does seem like they're just going to play it safe. Are afraid of Spurjais. Will just pick up the pick up the inhibitor on bot side and then just to try and finish the game from top side.
And yeah, 2 inhibitors. Baron coming up in 1:15. The Mountain Drake is up, so probably Team Solomata will just pick it up.
Yeah, at the start I thought that this is the fight that Team Conflict Gaming are going to win. Olaf was not able to pick up a Caitlyn with the Ragnarok, and Sporges had a really good knock-up. Always also had a great ultimate, but that put him right inside everybody, and he just got exploded instantly. And I thought that that's going to be the fight that Team Conflict Gaming are going to win, but no, still Team Solomata Helvis coming out with the Jhin was able to deal so much damage on the right targets, and that just even the lead gave them the fight win.
But after this fight, Clindix has reached his 3-item power spike with the double Zeal item, so he will be able to damage Azir or Jhin once in a while and be in a safe position to do so. And now if Caitlyn can just, well, if they can somehow figure out how to kite it out with Riftfall together using the silence and the traps, maybe they can just turn around the fights and the dives.
Yeah, the top side is the only inhibitor that is still alive for Team Conflict Gaming. Rouge is going to try and push in both bot lane and mid lane.
And the Baron has been started. Now Lil Gnomes will look for another steal attempt this time.
Yeah, will he be able to do it?
And Lil Gnomes does not get, but he gets pushed into safety by Alwise. And well, thank you for that. Gnome says as he jumps away, doesn't even have to use the ultimate or the summoners.
Yeah, if always wanted to do the MVP play of saving the Baron, but he did it too late.
A little bit too late.
Yeah, and because of that, he actually saved Lil Gnomes from being dead. If he would have died, then yeah, I would say that yeah, the game is over and the Team Solomata have won this. But now they don't have 2 big ultimates in the Jhin ultimate and the Azir
And well, Lil Gnomes is looking for an engage, just zoning one. Does not want to commit to that. Rouge is being a menace on the bot lane, just pushing in the super minions.
Yeah, and just allowing the super minion to hit the turbo.
Well, Clidex getting to half HP by 1Q, gets the binding now. Anyas goes in with the ultimate, does not connect onto anyone. Gnomes comes in, gets a double knockup, will not steal anyone there.
Mott going for Putin, she did not manage to pick him up.
And everyone's hitting Rouge. Rouge is not falling. And well, Gnomes is going to be the first one. His passive is a pop. Now Helvis is godlike, gets the kill on the Anyas. Clidex is trying to do something. He has no damage. Well, he has damage. He cannot put it down safely. But everyone's super low on Team Solomata side. And well, the crits will come in. And here comes the Yasuo, only 1-man knockup. Now Shen comes in. The Taunt gets QSS. The Sporges is in safety. And well, Clidex super low. Sporges gets the double kill, goes in for the triple, binding lands, the taunt lands now. Sporges will fall, but there's still Riftwolf and Clidex to defend the base.
Yeah, but that is, they cannot protect the base and the inhibitor at the same time, so they will most likely pick that up.
No, Clidex goes for the base, gets the kill on the Morgana now. Rouge is next one, but he's just too tanky.
But Rouge
is too tanky.
Yeah, but he could just, I think.
He will have the taunt pretty soon now. Axe will slow down the Caitlyn and they will not follow up with that.
Yeah, and it's Team Conflict Gaming managed to win the team fight, to protect them and survive a bit longer, survive to fight another day.
But it's the same thing as in game 1.
Yes, the same thing. Sporges managed to land the clutch Q onto Helvis and Always. That killed Helvis. But Always was still alive, and then he ulted Always, and then both of the carries were dead.
Now, what I want to see is if Always, well, will Always make the hero play again with getting both of the champions that are similar, Azir and Talia. Can he just ult in? Sporges and Clidex, the second game in a row, that would be a tilter.
That would be something that Always could tell his kids when he gets older.
That's like a reasonable assumption that could happen.
Yeah, and this time also, Mata and Rouge were not able to execute the Ragnarok all stand-aside combo. They were not able to pick up Caitlyn.
And now Caitlyn does have the damage. Last Whisper finished, only a Zeal behind of the Jhin. And it's going to be, as the inhibitor responds on the bot lane, there should be a fight pretty soon.
Yeah,
and all this Ragnarok Stand United comes in. They're going for Clydex. Now Clydex is in trouble, but gets healed up now. Always with the 3-man ultimate, it's not going to be enough. Now Rouge first one to fall. Clydex kiting it down. Now Zonius comes in, Helvis kills Spurges, now gets knocked up by an Ornn ultimate, tries to run away. Clydex binded. Double kill for the Jhin, is looking for the triple, gets the triple kill. And Rift Wolf, he followed a little bit more. Quadra kill for Helvis.
Helvis, you monster! What are you doing this game? Oh my god! Again, Team Salamata looks like they're going to lose the fight, and then Helvis just comes in, runs in the fountain just to show his BM, and carries the game again. And oh my god!
And the Jhin pick, like going in hard, and not even the Jhin pick, the Helvis pick. Team Salamata finding the winning formula for themselves.
Yeah, finally they get a 2-0 in the week. They win Team Control Gaming, and both of these games were hyped. I didn't expect Team Control Gaming to put up such a fight, but they did, and that just gave them all the tools they needed to like prolong the game, and almost Spurgeis was almost able to carry these games and win them for themselves, for his team. But Helvis just coming in on the Jhin again, the second game, and doing so much work for his team. Yeah, Team Salamana found the AD carry that they need to help them carry out these games, and this time, yeah, I just don't know what to say.
But yeah, the whole team played really well. Maybe a little bit of a small trouble on the mid lane, as Spurges is a really good mid laner, but always held his ground. Just didn't give any advantages to Spurges, and that was what they needed. On the top lane, Rouge just smacking Anya's once he could do that on the first game, and on the second one. Mata just completely destroying Gnomes in the early game this time. And bot lane just needs all the praise. Helvis and Capsy just solo winning 2v3 more or less.
Yeah, this time, even though like Team Control Gaming gave Putin or Quadex so much resources, and still Helvis was able to come out strong from the lane and not fall behind at all.
And yeah, this was super scary. So we could see, yeah, Helvis dealing twice as much as anyone in the game. And yeah, 2-0 for Team Salamata, and now where are they landed? They are like 4-4 right now.
Yeah, they're 4-4, so they have risen in the standings a lot. We'll see the standings after this, after the games against Keep Yourself Alive versus Vegan Unit 4. After those games, we'll see the schedule, how it looks like for now at least. But yeah, Team Salamata, I'm proud. Now they look like they could be a top 4 team.
Yeah, they look like a team now.
Yeah, they look like a team that could go for the finals. And yeah, this was nice. Now, we're going to have a small break, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with Vegan Unit 4 versus Keep Yourself Alive.